My second whiskey of the night. I'm going to try this one here, kind of because it's a rainy day out there, or a rainy night. It's wet and damp and unpleasant and inclement. This is what I'm trying with the Mermaid. Might cheer me up a little bit. This is the legendary Dark Silkie Irish Whiskey. And over here it says, product of Ireland, a smoky blend made from double distilled and triple distilled peated single malts with soft grain whiskey to savor in the later watches of the night. Non-chill filtered, alcohol 46% by volume, 750 ml bottle. This should be interesting. I haven't had peated Irish in a long time. I had Connemara back in the day. That's about 7 or 8 years ago when I tried Connemara. Now I got my chair to the right height. It likes to sink as time goes on. So if I make a video, while I'm making the video, it'll sink. And every time I get in the chair, it'll sink a little more. And before I know it, the table will be at this level here. Oh, this is easy to peel. And the cork wants to come with the foil, or whatever this stuff is. Oh well, the cork's going to come with the foil then. Oh, this is a composite cork again. Most of them are composites these days. Natural corks apparently are hard to come by, or harder to come by than they were in the past. I don't know. I think the last time I had a sip of water, it went down the wrong way. And so if I'm coughing a little bit, now you know why. Okay. Silkie. Oh, there's a writing on the back here. It says, the Silkies of the Donegal coast are mythical shapeshifters who shed their sealskin coats to become irresistibly enchanting sea maidens with long dark hair, deep soulful eyes, and beautiful voices. Ah, hence the mermaid motif. Okay. The Dark Silkie Irish whiskey is inspired by these legends and is made to be savored by the warm glow of a turf fire. Wish I had one. Where stories are told and legends are born. The comforting smoky aroma of the Dark Silkie whiskey balances the sweeter notes of the pear, apple, and ginger. Non-chill filtered for a richer character. Enjoy neat or on the rocks. Best blended Irish whiskey, San Francisco World Spirits Competition 2021. Really? Okay, and it says here, product of Ireland from the Sleeve Lag Distillers, Carrick, County Donegal, Ireland. Okay, that's, I guess, a new distillery. I've never heard of them. But we're going to give this Silkie a try. Yeah, I haven't had a peated Irish whiskey in a while. And if this, let's hope this lives up to its what it says. Ah. Okay. There's some earthy peat going on here. Earthy dunnage peat. I'm also getting fruity. Along with the peat, the first thing that's coming at me is those cherries that they put in the Del Monte fruit cup. This does have a beautiful aroma. It also has legs. There are also legs happening. There are legs. Yes, there are. And secondaries too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Along with the earthy peat, the marinated cherry, I'm getting some orchard fruits as well, pear and apple. Oh, this is going to be something special. I'm liking the peated note already. Let's have a bit of water. And enjoy it as if I had a peat fire burning right next to me. Ah, this may end up being really wonderful. This reminds me a little bit of the Poit Dhubh I had last summer. The Poit Dhubh that I found in a West Island Sac liquor store on the West Island of Montreal in Quebec. The nose reminds me of Poit Dhubh, but kind of wish I had a bottle of Poit Dhubh right now. But the Poit Dhubh was a blended Scotch. This is a blended Irish whiskey. Blended, triple distilled, and double distilled malts with some grain whiskey. Oh. Oh. There's a lot of sweet fruitiness going on here on the palate. Pears, apples, some citrus even, maybe a bit of orange. And then it transitions to, I'm going to have another sip to get this. Still smells wonderful. Fruity and peaty. Fruity and earthy peat. Somewhere earthy and smoky. There might be some maritime note. A little bit of that brininess in the peat. Do this again. Oh. Fruity to begin with. Fruity to begin with. And then it transitions to a lovely bonfire, more medicinal peat. It's like a thick, deep, earthy peat. Earthy in that I'm not getting a lot of creosote. I'm getting more dry, earthy, tarry peat rather than creosote, oily peat, if that makes any sense. Along with the pears and apples that fade while it transitions towards the earthy peat, I am getting still a little bit of that Del Monte Fruit Cup marinated cherries. This is really good. Oh. And along with the earthiness of the peat, there is on the finish, there's a taste of barn board. You know, that the wood that used to be a part of the side of a barn that had been in the sun for decades and decades, and it's all turned gray because the rain got to it. And let's say there's a little bit of some kind of fungus growing out of the barn board. That's what this reminds me of. This is, I'm going to treasure this bottle. What did it cost me? Let's see here. Silkie Dark Irish Whiskey, $68.99. So $68.99 times 0.1. Okay. $6.90 for the liquor tax. Plus divided by 2. Okay, $3.45 plus 6.9 plus 10-cent bottle deposit plus $68.99. $79.44 out the door. You know, this is worth the $79.44 out the door. It's worth it, definitely. This is really nice. It's one of the best Irish whiskeys I have on my bar, but I do have some Redbreast 12-year-old cask strength, which is really great. And I also have some of that Green Spot Quail's Gate wine cask finish. But this is probably the nicest peated Irish whiskey I've ever had. I do like this. I do like this a lot. And it's at perfect drinking strength at 46% ABV. Yes, I definitely approve of this Silkie. Definitely approve. What can I say but Slancheva?
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.